Now, we're going to go ahead and go into the main portion of the stream. So, if you guys were aware, Brown Eyed Girls, have you heard of them before, actually? Before I get into them, have you heard of Brown Eyed Girls before? P.D. have you heard of Brown Eyed Girls before?
Yeah.
Yes?
I like them.
You like them? So, I really like them too. They've been around for a long time. So, what was your first song you've ever heard by Brown Eyed Girls? She's like trying to do like the choreography in the corner. That one, Abracadabra. How about you, Sachapini? Same? Okay, what about the people in the comments right now? Have they heard of Brown Eyed Girls, or did they hear about a song from them?
Yeah, they have heard of
They all heard of them? Okay, you guys. So, they just recently, celebrated their 12th year anniversary together. But before I go down to that road, let me go and introduce this group to you if this is your first time hearing about Brown Eyed Girls. So, they've been around since 2006. So, they debuted on March 2nd, 2006, and their debut song was called Come Closer. And it was in their debut album called Your Song. And let's go ahead and play their debut song, Come Closer. So, something really interesting about Brown Eyed Girls was that when they had their debut, they were known as a faceless group, which means that they actually didn't go on music programs to, perform their music, but also in their music video, they were not in there. Clearly, when you watch the video, if you go back and watch the full video, you won't see them in there, right? For this debut video, you only get to hear them. So that was something really interesting. You would normally think that they need to be in there, but no, they were known as a faceless group for a while. But then later on, of course they started appearing on music programs, but also they started performing the music live. But in 2008 was a really big change for fans and also those who heard of Brown Eyed Girls. So their song L-O-V-E, Love, was the next song that actually really changed the world for Brown Eyed Girls. And here is actually a short clip of it for you. Alright, so L-O-V-E. So again, it was really unexpected, like this song, kind of song like genre for Brown Eyed Girls, but it did receive a lot of love and a lot of attention. This was actually their first #1 song, and it was named as one of the top #1 songs in 2018 for the first 2008, like the first half of the year. So that's a really big iconic moment for Brown Eyed Girls. But one of the biggest songs, again, you might have not really heard about L-O-V-E, Come Closer, or their past old songs. Now, when I mention these songs, you'd be like, that's right, I know these songs. So the first one that really got everybody knowing about Brown Eyed Girls is Abracadabra. And let's go ahead and play a quick teaser for you right here. Alright, so Abracadabra from their album Sound G. So they released a song first within that album, but then they really promoted this song instead. And when this song came out, it actually received a lot of controversy and a lot of backlash for it because, again, the image that they were portraying is not like really safe within the Korean industry. It's more like a mature image. So it was very provocatively sexy and also more of like, erotic kind of senses. So it wasn't very liked, but again, it was a really popular iconic song. So they actually did release a stage version for the music video. It was more focused for the choreography, so you can actually watch the whole choreography. So let me tell you how popular this song became. A lot of groups, a lot of idols did a parody of the song. One that I remember till this day, it was 2 p.m. and 2 a.m. when 2 p.m. did a show called Wild Bunny. They teamed up together with 2 a.m. one day and was like, you guys, let's make a song. And then they decided, let's do a parody of Abracadabra. Here's a quick clip for you right here.
더 이상 JYP가 아니에요. 똑바로 해 이것들아. 야. 똑바로 야. 과학을 사랑해요. 이러다 미쳐 내가 집수 같던 그런 내가
Oh, what the? Okay, so again, so that was like one of my favorite parodies of the video. or like the whole song. And a fun fact, Joe Kwan, when he was in 2AM, he did a parody of that song, right? And then give it some time later, he was on We Got Married with Han Ga-in, who was a member of Brown Eyed Girls. I'm pretty sure when he found out he was gonna be married to her, he's like, oh my god, here there's already like such an image of me back then. What am I gonna do? But they're honestly one of the best couples on We Got Married, like one of the most hilarious couples, I would say, like way back then. Okay, so now another song that came out, a repackaged album from after Abracadabra, is Sign. Again, this song did receive quite a lot of backlash about it as well. But before I get into that, let's go ahead and play a quick clip of it, of Sign. So again, this song did cause a lot of controversy because not only did they like show screening of mentioning of death, but also gore, because like all the intense fighting scene, it did quite stir up a lot of things. And then if you watch the whole music video at the end, you do see the members die because they are in a glass tank filled with water and they drown. So that is that was like a, oh my god kind of moment for the K-pop industry, thinking that like, why would you show that kind of image to the world? But honestly, this was one of my favorite songs by them. And when you watch the whole video, I think you would agree that, wow, they played this whole video very, very well. And then when you watch the actual live performances, you think that, oh my gosh, I didn't think that this song could get even better. So you should definitely check out Abracadabra and also Sign. It's two different huge image for Brown Eyed Girls. But another one that a lot of fans really loved is Sixth Sense, which is a concept showing resistance for freedom. So let's go ahead and show the quick clip of Sixth Sense. So, have you guys heard of any of these songs? Honestly, again, like Abracadabra was a really big song. This was one of my brother's first song when he got into K-pop, and he was like, Han Ga-in is my wife, I stand this woman, oh my god, women goals was his comment. So I remember on his birthday, I actually got him Soundji, and he was like, I can't believe you got me this album. So he had his fanboy moment. He actually listened to K-pop a little bit more, but then he did fall out of it. I need to drag him back into that world one day. But again, Abracadabra and Sign was one of the biggest songs that I think, in my opinion, really hit off for Brown Eyed Girls. And then, of course, Sixth Sense also gained a lot of love as well. And then, now let's go ahead and go into more news. So, September 4th, in 2015, Jia, Narsha, and Mio, the contract actually ended with the Nega Network. So then afterwards, they became free agents. But then a couple months later, all members now are under Mystic Entertainment as of August 1st, 2015. So then every one of them continue to have like their own solo performances, but they did have more comebacks as well. But I can't show you that one because it is 19 plus. That's kind of bad to show on the screen. So you can guys go look for it. I'm not gonna show it here because I'd be like the whole time. So again, they did have more comebacks very recently, and one of the biggest things is when their 10-year anniversary, a really big thing about them is that they were the first girl group without any member change for 10 years. That's a really big moment. So even though like their contract ended with one company, they all moved over to another company together, right? And then move on to 2 more years. Like this year, they're celebrating their 12th year anniversary together. So even though that they might have not been really promoting out new songs, but they are still together. And Jia, the leader, she actually had a handwritten letter she posted out on the fan cafe, the official fan cafe site. So look at that, right? To me being like, oh my god, that's so long, I can't read it. Don't worry, there's an English translation for you right there. So again, it was really amazing that she wrote out a full letter for the fans and gave her greetings. And even back then, a lot of people were wondering that if Brown Eyed Girls had disbanded, they're not going to continue anymore. But they did address those issues and say that, you know, even though our albums kept on being pushed back, we are still together. And there's actually even some small hints, roughly in 2016, that there is going to be a comeback for Brown Eyed Girls soon. We don't know when because it's already 2018. We don't know. But actually one member, Miro, the rapper from the group, she did release a song earlier this month. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at it.
내 맘속에 이미 컸어 우리 싸움에서 나는 지는 애처럼 졌어 넌 낙법범을 관장하는 신처럼 이겼어 yeah. 이런 언어들로 말은 절대 형용하지
Some of you are like, what? Yeah, so you know, okay, what iPhone is it? Like, if you have the newest iPhone, you give your update, and then you want to do like the voice text, or you have like the, what is it? If you have like the selfie, an emoji. So when you talk in it talks along with you. Honestly, that's what the whole video is. I would say it's her singing the whole song with the an emoji. So you get to see the alien, the fox, what other animals are there? The dog, the pig. Yeah, it all appears in the video. So I thought that was funny, and I want to share that with you all. And honestly, it is a great song. But I got so confused because I see this photo thinking that, okay, this is the concept photo, this is the teaser photo, and then you see the video, you're like, where is she? Where'd she go? And then when I was doing my research saying that it was a faceless group, I thought that, oh wow, that's a little different. And I don't think that she performed on stage for this song. But again, you guys should definitely check this one out.